The company ITH specializes in tightening and loosening large studs, nuts, and bolts. Fasteners can be tightened by two methods: torquing or stretching with the ITH stretching system. In both procedures, the fasteners are elongated. Slew bearings are the connecting part between two structures, one of which is fixed and the other is a rotating member. The slew bearing will be connected to both structures via fasteners. The quality of the bolted connection is very important for the operating life of the bearing. The preferred system for tightening slew bearing bolts is the ITH stretching system. When tightening fasteners with torquing tools, the friction will have a dramatic influence on the preload of the studs. Due to the friction, it is possible that the preload on the studs can vary as much as 100% between them. It is impossible to precisely elongate the bolts with a conventional torque system because of the friction coefficient. For this reason, the operating life of the slew bearing is reduced with the torquing method. In addition, it is not possible to evenly tighten multiple bolts at the same time using torque wrenches. Because of the varying friction from one bolt to another, the bolt with less friction will always be tightened at a faster rate, causing an unbalanced load on the bearing, which also reduces its life. For the use of hydraulic ITH bolt tensioning cylinders, it is necessary that the stud above the nut has a thread of approximately 1 time the thread diameter. An ITH bolt tensioning cylinder is threaded on by a hand ratchet. After the high-pressure hose line has been coupled to the hydraulic pump, hydraulic pressure is applied to the tool. The hydraulic pressure is directly proportional to the pre-tensioning force. After reaching the hydraulic pressure, the nut is tightened using a spring-loaded gear drive system with a hand torque wrench. The pressure is then released from the bolt tensioning cylinder, and the tensioner automatically returns to its starting position by means of an internal spring return system. Then the bolt tensioning cylinder is threaded off the stud. For big slew bearings, or when the slew bearing has a lot of bolts, it is necessary that multiple bolts be tensioned simultaneously. The ITH multi-tensioning system guarantees a very precise preload for all bolts. 4 or more bolt tensioning cylinders can be connected in parallel to a pump. When the hydraulic oil is transferred to the bolt tensioning cylinders, all studs are tensioned evenly and simultaneously. This accurate and simultaneous loading of the slew bearing provides a balanced load across the bearing, increasing its operating life. ITH multi-tensioning systems are used at slew bearing connections in the offshore industry on cranes, as well as in wind power applications and large diesel engines. ITH bolting technology for dependable products in use all over the world.